it is nothing new, but just how disappointing the turnout was again on Tuesday. In the 20s, in the 20% of eligible voters, registered voters, actually bothered to show up on Tuesday. And boy, but you'd never know it listening and reading to social media because everybody's bitching about something. And I can guarantee you a lot of those people didn't bother to vote, didn't even know there was an election on Tuesday. So anyway, there's my rant. It's my microphone, so I get to rant. But anyway, so how do we break through that and help people understand to get off their duffs and go vote?
It's a question we ask ourselves a lot here at the organization. It's a constant thing that we discuss. We know that there's going to be lower voter turnout in years like this, and especially during a primary election. But just like you said, like this is where we can really make a difference. This is where we can make change happen through methods like voter guides, the ballot builder, just taking away as many of the barriers and challenges as possible. That is how we're going to get people to turn out. Being able to say, what is something that you know you care about that is going to impact you if you show up and vote in this election? Really just try to have as many conversations with folks as possible across our communities so we can say, I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it's going to matter, but it truly does. Because if you look at some of the numbers, and especially those local races, it comes down to the wire. It comes down to it, a handful of votes. And so I think first we have to look at the data. We have to look at what the numbers are, who is voting, who is turning out, who is not, and then start to dig a little bit deeper into, okay, now why? Where is this either apathy or this idea that my vote's not going to make a difference? Where is it coming from? And what kinds of things do we need to start having conversations around to change that idea and make sure people are understanding that it truly can make a difference?